Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Delirium League 3.10. In this episode, what you see in front of you is the Guardian in action. This is a simulacrum. If you don't know what a simulacrum is, it's this wave mechanic in Delirium where you collect 300 simulacrum splinters, make a simulacrum, then you go in this thing and you fight 20 waves of monsters, including bosses, and it drops loot at the end of every wave, and that's what we're clearing right now. So this is like the end game content for Delirium League. Anyways, this is the Guardian. I haven't shown much content. So this is, for anyone who doesn't know, a Herald stacking Guardian. So the concept is using all 5 Herald of Agony, all 5 Heralds, and you stack Purposeful Harbinger, Heraldry, and Endbringer. These 3 notables on Cluster Jewels, and so on every single Cluster Jewel, I had to use a Purposeful Harbinger, and then I used 3 Heraldries and the rest Endbringer. So to explain, just to try to help people following the build, if you used this build with all the auras on, and all my items and everything, then I had 19% unreserved mana and 7% unreserved life. You could cut 2 of the reduction, mana reduction jewels, so you only need 7 instead of 9 with 3 heraldry. I tried a 4th heraldry, it wasn't necessary, and then I used 1 replenishing presence for the extra regeneration. So yeah, you only need 7 1% reduced mana jewels and 3 heraldries to get the mana reserve to work. And then in this version, in what I ran, and then you can run the rest as Endbringer, and eventually, if you could replace the 3 heraldries, then with mana reserve jewels, then yeah, you don't need the heraldries at all.
I'm gonna do a lot of simulacrums,
this is what we went
and hopefully
for.
I just never die, so I gain
explain
experience.
While I showcase the Guardian in a simulacrum, I wanted to basically go over the Guardian and try to give my feel for it, like
it's pretty nice.
What I learned after playing it, and so after playing the Guardian, I can say without a doubt, it's completely broken. And max razes, max physical damage reduction, ridiculous damage. So tanky with so little life and so little energy shield. Like I had a 4,000 energy shield and I'm not dying. And the build was 7-point voices, and I didn't even use one of the slots on the jewel on the voices. And I also didn't.
Hell yeah!
I was only like level 91 in this video. And so I had mentioned that if I got it to 96, it would be a lot smoother, and I'd have a lot more energy shield, and more damage. But this is what we went for the clip. I decided to start selling all the gear. Basically, overall, this season, I wanted to try the Guardian, and the main purpose behind trying it was to know what was out there, you know, what's possible, and what I'm competing with on a grand scheme. Like, this is what's being played in the game. How do you compete with this? And yeah, this is pretty ridiculous, dude. How do you compete with this as a minion build? We got absolutely royally screwed this season compared to this. There's no way this is gonna maintain in the game, but it's super cool while it lasts. So if you haven't played a Guardian, you probably should try it. And in hindsight, now that I know, so technically I only needed 7 reduction jewels instead of 9, so that would have been a save of money. I can get away with doing 7-point voices if I'm a higher level, and if I don't take Chaos Res reduction jewels, then it's so much cheaper, and that's the takeaway. but I wanted to raise the Chaos Res to try the build with like actual Chaos Res, and then when I pop an Atziri flask, I was using the Atziri's Promise Amethyst flask, so it was an Amethyst flask, meaning it gave me Chaos Res. It would take me from 47 to 82%, so that was really helpful.
It's kind of fun.
Overall, the build, I'll leave it in the description below, but overall, going low life, not CI, trying out the build on how tanky it is and shit was really worth it. And now I'm just trying
now I need to
like,
implement the headhunter,
you know,
on my,
I'm just going
on my,
insane trying to
Necro.
create this as a Necro without heralds, but I think it's just heralds are broken, and it's unrealistic to compare anything to this build because there's nothing like it. Oh, just so you know, this is Ethereal Knives, so we used Ethereal Knives, Inspiration, Energy Leech, Chain, Physical to Lightning, and Spell Echo. We only used regular Spell Echo and regular Chain, so this can have Awakened Chain and Awakened Spell Echo, which apparently like breaks the build. It's super broken after that. So the build felt pretty good. I will say I tried it in Cyrus and just got absolutely destroyed by Cyrus a couple times, so nothing to see there, you know. Move on. Not much to see, but yeah, some people will ask what Watcher's Eye did you go, so I went for this disgusting Arcane Surge for 4 seconds when you create Consecrated Garment while affected by Zealotry, which is basically every time you attack, and then gain 18% of maximum mana as extra maximum energy shield while affected by Clarity. So we were taking advantage of Discipline and Clarity to generate huge amounts of energy shield in the build. Wait, is there anything else? For only having 4k energy shield, dude, the build feels so stupidly tanky, it's insane. I want to replicate this as more builds, but yeah, it's just not realistic, and people will miss this kind of shit next season. I don't know. Maybe they should do this more often, like more builds can obtain max res, max physical damage reduction, and do all this in a nice way that while also bringing minions. Don't forget survivability.
Except
of minions,
for I'm gonna flask.
Gotta do all that, and health of the minions, and
just because my Chaos Res isn't good, I need this one Atziri flask. The other ones are just
really
nice damage.
To try, and I'm really glad I did play it because I would have never known the power level of the Guardian without trying it myself.
What round can I make it to? Do you think?
Oh yeah, we took it delving. We went to like 200 and it was really easy. At 400 it was really easy. At 800 I was still one-shotting everything, and it was really easy.
Channeling.
But standing still, I did die. So even this build, even with max mitigation, still dies delving. Keck W. So imagine looking at how tanky this build is, and it's still not enough for delving at 800. How the hell do I ever make the Necro tanky enough? It's impossible. So we've given up on this, and now what our new thing is, we're making builds viable for tier 16 Blight.
This character's not even immune on
maybe like some other top tier content, but fuck delving, because it's actually obnoxious.
I'm gonna get one shot at 100%.
Yeah. So now you may ask, okay, Ethan, what's next? Now that you're done with the Guardian and you've tried it out and you've put out the information for us to follow it if we want to, what else, or what's next? So after this Guardian, I'm going to now level up another witch. So I have the option, obviously, of re-rolling the Necro as Elementalist, so I don't have to level up another witch. But I feel like there's a benefit to leveling up another character, and it's called the No Pressure. So I can always go back to my Necro at any time and just play on it if I don't feel like playing the new character that I'm leveling. Anyway, so the point is, gonna level an Elementalist for golems. So we're gonna make a golem build next, and the premise is gonna be obviously golem effect stacking, and we're gonna try to get some decent damage out of the build while getting really good. So the major goal is really good physical damage reduction from the Chaos Golem, really good life regeneration from the Stone Golem, and then hopefully good damage from either the Lightning Golem, Thunder Golem, Lightning Golem, or the Carrion Golem, not sure which one. And then we might run Purities to be tank, and it might be a tank build. Could be interesting. Also, going Elementalist, your golems are immune to elemental damage, so you won't need to get any elemental res for them. You won't have to worry about the res anymore. So then you could focus purely on the rest of the stuff. So maybe that's where Dreadmarch actually looks good on the golem build, because you raise all the other stuff, all the other tankiness, the chaos res, the physical damage reduction, and the health. And it skips the elemental. It's almost like it's made for 14. Golems, Keck W, and this immune thing. And so then we get to look at Golem cluster jewels, and there's only one. So you use Primordial Bond probably, because it's pretty good. And then with Primordial Bond, you get some of the other good nodes, like Rotting Claws, if you go for the Impale version, which we probably will, because why would we go not Impale unless we go Lightning Golem, I guess. If we go for the Carrion Golem, Stone Golem route, Impale makes a lot of sense, and then we can actually use our two-handed weapon that we already have from the zombie build. And then obviously, because we don't go zombies, we're not going, well, so there's two options. I want your input, guys. You can strength stack 1000 strength Baron and have zombies in the build for leech, and that's it. You have some tank zombies with Feeding Frenzy, minion life, maybe even maim. Give them like all the utility stuff, and then tank have your actual golem army trying to do deeps, and they should get free aggression from a jewel instead of having to use thing. But either way, a point overall is that I'm probably gonna do larges.
This was like 300, yeah.
I am not sure about doing Megalomaniacs because I think I need the jewel socket, so I might do
a farming simulacrum.
I might just use the jewel socket on the large as is to put more golem stuff, and then we go like 3 or 4 cluster jewels to get tons of sockets in an efficient way. I don't know.
It turns out it's not as laggy when I'm not on a necro.
There's a lot of room for building this out and trying it and shit. But the overall concept is going to be around 500% increased effect of the golems. And so then I was like, wow, with the Helm enchant, you're pushing 1000 to 2000 life regen from a stone golem, aren't you? This is pretty ridiculous. So I'm excited to try that out.
Nice, man.
It looks like pretty good life regen that will compete with the Guardian in sustain, but it won't have the max reses and the max physical damage reduction. It'll have really high physical damage reduction, because we'll have the Chaos Golem benefit, because like let's say the Stone Golem gets multiplied by 5, then 5 times the Chaos Golem, 25% physical damage reduction for free. It's pretty good. And then combine that with like actual armor, I don't know, like actual armor gear. And then the overall question was, there was a viewer question. It was like, oh, what chestplate are you going to use on it? Would it be Sokka Walls? And it's like, probably. I could foresee Sokka Walls getting nerfed in the very, very near future, as in next season, because it's being used too much now. Rest in pepperoni. But it's just too good, probably. And so, yeah, we probably use Sokka Walls again, because there's no reason not to. This build probably won't have the Baron, because I want it to be unique, and there's no reason to have the Baron, because we should have the sustain from the Stone Golem. Like, that's the whole concept of doing all this golem stacking, is hopefully that you won't need any other form. And then it might be one of the tankiest ones I have, because life regen just works all the time, whereas Leech only works when you attack monsters with the zombies. So maybe the Golem build will feel better, because it's the most consistent build out there. Whereas, yeah, Leech needs monsters to hit. Devouring Diadem needs corpses, So it either needs monsters to die or for you to make corpses. And the only way to make corpses is usually automatic. I mean, manual. You have to summon them or castle channel or castle damage taken.
No. I haven't tried, but it doesn't look like it. You're just griefing me, man.
So, yeah, I didn't actually remove the audio from this video, but yeah, we just completed, what is that, wave 18, I think so. And then we still have 2 more waves, wave 19 and wave 20, so we got Screaming on that. And overall, the experience from the Guardian, super tanky, ridiculous. I think the biggest hit throughout the entire simulacrum is like 1,000 or 2,000, but I'm moving, and I think for certain that if I stopped moving to kill shit and just let things attack me, I probably would die to these on-death effects. You can see a lot of them following me around, and I just don't get hit by them because I'm moving. And so all of those would add up, and they do hit for a lot, and I'm sure that a bunch of them comboing you, you're gonna die. So, like, out of 10 or 15 simulacrums I did, I only died in 1 of them, and it was with combination of a boss coming. So, yeah, either way, it went really well. It was quite a lot of fun, like I said, to play this character and to try out the Guardian and to understand how broken this shit really is. It's really hard to make this as another character, but now I have something to compare to. Like I said, there's 2 bosses. Let's enjoy this. Watch my health. Well, shield 6,300 from the Headhunter buff. Oh my god, what is even happening, bro? And then I get hit once. Wait for it. 1 big hit. There it is. 2,000 to this build. 3,000 to this build. Did you see that shit? Think about that. I only have 4,000 normally. There's the loot. Thank you for watching this episode, and thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today. And thank you guys for all the financial support. I can't do this without you guys. And thank you guys for the 89 subs on Twitch. I'll see you guys in the next episode or on stream. Bye!